Go. Adam Trask was born in Connecticut to a war-loving father, Cyrus, and a suicidal mother. Cyrus had a very short and meaningless military career because of his injuries. Cyrus's wife was a very dull, reserved woman who made up her own religion, which caused her to commit suicide by drowning herself as a sacrifice. Within a month of Mrs. Trask's death, Cyrus quickly married a 17-year-old neighboring farmer's daughter, Alice. Alice was the birth mother of Charles, Adam's half-brother. Adam was the obedient, charismatic child, whereas Charles was much more assertive and athletic.
I got lucky right there. I couldn't do that again. I tried.
Soon after, Cyrus began acting kindly towards Adam and explains to Adam the nature of the soldier.
Adam, I'll have you know that a soldier is the most holy of all human beings because he is tested. In all of history, men have been taught that killing another man is a great sin and that any man that kills must be destroyed. And then we take a soldier and put murder in his hands and say to use it wisely, and we put no checks on him.
Why do they have to do it?
I don't know. I studied and learned how things are, but not even close to why they are. And you must not accept to find that people understand what they do and that so many things are done instinctively. When I knew you had to go, I thought to leave the future open so that you could dig out your own findings, and it seemed to better to protect you with the little I know. You'll go in soon now. You've come of age.
But I don't want to.
After a while, you'll think no thought the others do not think. You'll know no words the others can't say. And you'll do things because the others do them.
Why don't you talk to Charles? He'll be going. He'd be a much better soldier than I am.
Charles won't be going. There would be no use for it.
But he'd be better fit for the army.
Only on the outside. But on the inside, Charles is not afraid, so he can never learn anything about courage. He does not know anything outside himself, so he can never gain the things I'm trying to teach you. To put him in the army would be to let loose things in which, in Charles, must be chained down. I will never let him go.
But you never punished him. You let him live his life. You praised him, and now you let him stay out of the army?
You asked a question, so I guess I'll have to answer. You're not clever, you do not know what you want, and you have no assertiveness. You let other people walk all over you. Sometimes I think you're a weakling, who will never amount to anything but a dog turd. I love you better. I always have, or else why would I give myself the trouble of hurting you? Now shut up and go eat your supper.
You just talked about the army. How to be a soldier.
I don't believe you. What are you trying to get away with?
Nothing at all.
You're trying to take him away. I don't know how, but what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I already told you.
Alright, look at his birthday. I bought him a knife made in Germany. Where's that knife? You ever seen him use it? What do you even do with it? I worked very hard to buy him that pearl-handled knife, and he doesn't even use it. What'd you do on his birthday? What'd you spend? You picked up a stray puppy from a woodlot. All that dog does, it just sleeps in his room, and he plays with it while he's reading. He's got it all trained, and wears the knife.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Hello, Lee. How are the boys?
The boys are doing fine.
I wanted to see you with Adam, but I didn't think it would do any good.
Well, you can't do any harm. I thought Adam would get over it, but he still keeps walking around like a ghost.
It's been over a year, hasn't it?
It's been a year and 3 months to be exact.
Well, what do you think I could do to help Adam?
I don't know, but maybe you could shock him out of it.
I don't know about that. By the way, what do you end up naming the kids?
He hasn't.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not making any jokes.
What does he call them?
He calls them they.
What kind of fool is this man?
I meant to tell you about it. I'll never get out of this depressed state unless you help him.
Alright, I'll come by tomorrow. Lisa, I want to go to the Trask farm.
Samuel, do you really think you can change Adam?
I don't know.
Do you think it's really important that the twins are named right now?
It seemed important to me.
Why is it that important? Is it because of their uncontrollable nosiness?
I think it may be more than that.
Adam hasn't admitted that his sons aren't even alive.
That seems about right.
What if he tells you to stay out of his business?
I don't know.
You better get those boys' names or I'll do it myself.
Don't worry, I'll get him to name the twins, even if it means beating his brains out. Hello, Adam. It's been a while.
What do you want? Didn't I pay you already?
Yes, you did.
Why'd you come then? Go away, you're not welcome here.
I invited myself. I was told about the twins.
Why do you care?
Do you think you deserve your children?
Deserve them? I don't see where you're getting at.
Listen to me before I kill you.
Get out of here! Lee, bring a gun! What do you want from me?
You have no love.
Get away from me or I'll hurt you.
You spent a whole year and haven't even thought of your twins.
That's none of your concern.
I can't even think of one man who would name their boys.
They were left motherless.
You have left them fatherless. We will give them names. We gotta think long and hard.
Has there been any news of Kathy?
I'm sorry, I have nothing of her. Do you have hatred towards her?
No, she just broke my heart.
We can sort this out later. Lee, you've dropped the pigeon.
Hopefully for good.
Is it gonna be difficult to start?
I find it difficult to remember.
She shot you though, didn't she?
Yes.
Was it her intention to kill you?
I didn't feel she wanted to kill me. There was no hatred in her. Not even passion. I was just an obstacle to her.
You've thought deeply about this.
I've had plenty of time. I've also wondered who she was. What kind of blood runs through my twins?
It may not be their blood, but your expectations make them who they are. Now what about the twins?
I can't think of what to name them. I want something fresh.
How about Cain and Abel?
But see, that would burden them with whatever fate the names may carry.
Lee, do you understand the story of Cain and Abel?
I think I understand it, but I don't remember the details very well.
It's actually the details that surprised me.
Yeah, I haven't heard the story since I was a child.
I'll read it through.
Not a very comforting story, but makes me feel better.
How so?
Because some of our guilds passed down through our ancestry. It can be used kind of like an excuse.
Not a convincing excuse.
It's just not fair, though. How God rejected Cain and accepted Abel.
Even God can have preferences. Cain just let his feelings drive his actions.
And therefore God branded him for murdering his brother?
Maybe he did get the dirty end of the stick, but he had children. We are his children.
What about the names for my twins?
How about Caleb and Joshua? The only two that came from the promised land.
I don't like the name Joshua. He was a war general. I prefer Caleb Trask. As for the other one, I'd like Aaron.
So it's settled. Caleb and Aaron are their names. Lisa would have liked these names.